welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full of it because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Sims. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Snagged out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. Sweet cut there. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He'll pull it on the read. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and skew that wide.
And when the quarterback operates as like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when and he can see it, read it, and just flat go.
Touchdown, Duke! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To throw, it's Sims. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Got it in the middle, it's King. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snagged in the middle, it's King. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Blue Devils have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. They'll try to run it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollard.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Good right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big one.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Right on the money. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Sims. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds space on the right. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. This for the lead and very likely the win. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Sims. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Well, guys, some more, headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And, man, now you see why it's such an advantage to play defense first in overtime. So your offense knows exactly what they need. Nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and forcing the would-be field goal attempt next.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Sims. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Sims. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they got on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
First and goal and a touchdown will win it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.